guys, it's me, Sophia. Welcome back, and welcome if you're new here. So this is the part 2 of the 12 lessons I've learned from my heartbreaks, which turned out to be a really long video. And yeah, welcome back. And I'm just gonna straight get into the point 9 without talking too much. If you missed the first video, go back and watch it because this is the second part. Point number 7 is never try to shrink yourself to make somebody else feel better. Never try to shrink yourself to dim your light because someone else feels insecure because of it. I was in a situation like this where the person was constantly telling me that I'm too much. I am too beautiful, I am too fit, I work out too much, I am too healthy, I am too clean, because I'm cleaning a lot, because I like to live in a clean space. I am to this, I'm to that, I'm too well dressed. I'm not. And that's the thing, that what's happening in that moment is that person is just projecting their own insecurities on you. They see that you are at a certain level in life, that you are well dressed because you have stable income, or you love to work out because you love to take care of yourself. You're investing in yourself, and you're a 10 basically, or a solid 8 or whatever. You are higher. You are leveling up. You're working on yourself. You're dedicated. And they don't have that, and they don't like that. And instead of this thing that there will be people who you can be a 10 and be with a person who's a 6, but that person who's a 6 is looking at you as an inspiration, embracing that, and be like, they are my inspiration, and I will do anything to better myself. And they're constantly they're looking at you, and they're bettering themselves, they're working on themselves. Now, these people are amazing, but not everyone is like this. And very often these people, instead of seeing you as an inspiration, instead of being like, I'm gonna level up like her, I'm gonna do those things, I'm gonna try to better myself so that we can be equals, instead of trying to do that, they try to dim your light. They try to push you down and bend you and make you feel insecure as them. Make you, instead of letting you lead the way and flowing with you, they try to make you sink with them because they cannot handle it. Because they're basically saying, listen, I see that you are here and I am here, and I feel really insecure about it. And you know what? I actually don't want to do anything about it. I don't want to try to be on your level. I don't want to work on myself. I'd rather try to bring you down so that I feel a little bit better about myself. Yeah, those people, unfortunately, unless they're willing to work on themselves and try to do something about it and change this, you will never be able to help them. Like, I've tried to even try to be less, but in the end of the day, of course, it just made me feel shit. And did it help them? Yes, it made probably their ego feel better, but in reality, I felt shit, and they felt shit as always. These people are very miserable, and I'm not saying it to like judge them or anything. I'm saying that these people, I feel sorry for them because they're really miserable, and they don't want to, they're comfortable there. They just live in this cave, and they don't want to try to come out of it. They don't want to try to work on themselves. They don't want to do anything. That's the thing. And very often these people will even say to you, like, I've had a partner saying to me, I'm knowing that I'm very loyal, that I'm very committed, and I've proven that dozens of times. Anyway, they would come to me very often and say, I'm scared that someone's gonna steal you away from me, even though we talked about it, we tried to work through it. You're so beautiful, you're this, you're that. I'm scared somebody's gonna steal you away from me. And back then, I tried to, of course, be compassionate and empathetic, but it would always happen. It would always come back. It would always be like this jealousy, this like wanting to oppress me, to control me. And eventually I realized that that person is literally saying to me that I know you deserve better. And that's the thing, when somebody's telling you that I'm scared somebody's gonna steal you away from me, even though they know that you love them, even though they know that you're loyal, that you're committed, but them saying that is because they know that you deserve better. And it's because they know that they are not the right one for you and that you deserve a lot better. Hey guys, so as I was editing the video, I realized that at this point I made it really unclear and it can come out as wrong. But yeah, so I'm here to clarify. By no means I was trying to say that if your partner is communicating to you that they feel unsafe, that they insecure, that they experience anxiety because you can leave them or because you will go off with somebody else. It's probably based on previous experiences such as cheating and people just suddenly disappearing from their life. So they may have developed like abandonance anxiety. And these people need love and help. And by no means I'm trying to say that you should just dump them, because it can be tough in a relationship to work through, but it's workable. What was trying to say was based on my experience, and unfortunately I happened to be in a relationship where the person was very controlling and was constantly trying to oppress me. And well, clearly these relationships ended up being abusive, in one word. And yeah, if you are in a case like mine where the person is constantly trying to control you, oppress you, take your freedom away, abuse you in any way, emotionally, financially, physically, if they tell you that I am scared that you're gonna leave me, I'm scared that you're gonna disappear, or I'm scared that someone's gonna steal you away from me, that's them telling you, I know you deserve better. I know that I suck, that I don't treat you right, and I know that you deserve better. So that's the case that I'm talking about. And yeah, if you are in a loving, stable relationship, and if your partner is communicating to you that they're experiencing such fears, you should listen to them, you should validate them, and you should make them feel safe. I hope I made it clear now. Point number 8 is always remember to learn your lessons and don't repeat them. Every single time I had a breakup, I've had a heartbreak, I really tried to take my time. First of all, like, staying single. This is why staying single for quite some time, like not seeing people, staying away from dating for sure. Like you shouldn't see anyone for months at least, like a few months at least. And I'm saying in terms of like intimacy, right? Like just try to be on your own a little bit, and later, of course, I mean, do what you want. But yeah, my advice would be just like stay away from dating, really try to enjoy yourself. Like for example, I'm in this space right now where I'm single and I'm so happy to be single. Like I feel so good and so complete. Reflect. That's what I'm trying to say. Reflect. After a breakup, after a heartbreak, whatever it is, reflect. Realize what you have gained, because trust me, no matter how painful it is, there's always something to gain, and it's a lesson. Like every time I've had something that was really every single time I was going through something that was really painful, every time I was going through a heartbreak, first of all, it was really good for my art. I was really creative. And second of all, I've learned really, really big lessons. Like it taught me so much. Whatever I went through was literally the biggest lessons of my life. take your time to reflect, understand like what are the lessons that what that person taught me. You can literally make a list of what this person has taught me. Make a list that maybe you need better boundaries, that maybe there's a red flag that you need to avoid, like your own personal red flag, maybe a deal breaker, your own personal deal breaker, right? Maybe there is a standard that you need to look for when you're out dating again, or anything, learn your lessons. It's so good to even write them down, and sometimes to like go back to them. That's what I do. I always write down what I've learned, and sometimes I go back to it and I'm like, damn, because all of those that I'm sharing with you guys, those are all from my journaling sessions that I wrote down, and I'm sharing them with you. See, it's useful. And what I mean with learn your lessons and don't repeat them is don't ignore red flags. Write down your standards, write down your personal deal breakers, your red flags, and you might meet a person and they will be the cutest, you may have the best date ever, but they have this red flag, they have this deal breaker that is no good for you. Before it's too late, it will be easier for you to walk away in the beginning than wait, and you know how it goes. So lesson number 9 is don't forget that you also get to choose, and sometimes it is better to choose yourself. So what I mean by that is that very often we focus so much on making the other person like us. We focus so much on working, making ourselves better for them, and hoping that I hope they will choose me. I hope they will understand that I am the right one. I hope they will see this amazing thing in me. I hope they will see how amazing I am. I hope they will realize. I hope that we can make it work. I hope that maybe we can be in a relationship, that we can start dating, etc., etc. You basically hope that they will choose you, forgetting that you're also the one who should be choosing. And again, it goes back to the point where I said that we're idealizing the person and wearing pink glasses, and very often we're ignoring the reality, right? Same thing here. It's a little bit intertwined here, because we forget that we also get to choose. We forget that we also need to look at this person and see, okay, what qualities they can bring to the table. What is there now? What do I see now in them that can help me that can be helpful in a relationship? Do I see myself building something with that person? Is it really worth it? What do they bring to the table? And be realistic about it. And don't forget that you are also choosing. Don't forget that you also have a choice. And I'm not saying a choice between person A, person B, person C. Sometimes you can also choose just yourself. Sometimes you don't need to choose point A, B, C. Sometimes you might have only one option, right? But you always have an option, me. An option to choose yourself and walk away. And sometimes it's the best thing to do. Point 10 I would say it's connected to point 8. But I wanted to make it a separate lesson because it's really important. It's something that, for example, it's because I did a mistake like this. And so point 10 is learn to be on your own and stay single for some time. Because there was a time where I've told myself that I got out of a relationship, and I told myself, and I was planning on staying single. I was not planning on even dating. I just wanted to be on my own. And then by accident, I met someone and we started seeing each other, and I was not viewing it as something that's gonna get serious. I was just having fun. or at least that's how I saw it, until soon enough I started having feelings for them, and then we ended up, boom, I'm in another relationship when I still have baggage from the previous one. And I've learned that it was a big mistake. It was a big mistake. First of all, it's unfair to that person that you bring on that luggage. You didn't reflect, you didn't learn your lessons really, like you still are in that. You may be over that person, you may be over that relationship, but it's still important to pause and to be on your own. And this thing that there was a time in my life where I couldn't be single. Literally, like, I could not be on my own. I didn't feel comfortable. And there was a problem that I think I was just insecure, and I was looking for somebody to fill that void, to fill that hole inside myself, until I realized that all I need is myself, and just do some inner work to fill that hole inside myself. But yeah, now I've learned better. And for example, I've ended my relationship of 2 years several months ago. It's been almost half a year since we broke up. Yeah, time flies. Wow. Impressive. But yeah, and I'm planning to stay single. I'm planning to stay single until I finish university. Like, that's the plan that I have. I hope it's gonna go this way, but for now, like, I don't want to be in a relationship. I feel so good. I feel so good to be by myself. I'm so happy. Take a break, focus on you, learn to be on your own, learn how to be single. Because trust me, maybe at first you're gonna hate it because you're used to being with somebody else, and you will see couples on the street and you will be really irritated, but it's gonna pass. Like, I'm right now in the space where I feel so good to be on my own. I'm focusing on myself, like, I'm hustling, I'm focusing on my hobbies, I'm focusing on my dreams, and I have time for friends and everything. And I don't see myself being in a relationship right now also because I just don't have time and energy for them. And yeah, focus on yourself, learn how to be single, learn how to love yourself. And yeah, it's good to take your time off after you've been for a long time, after you've been in a relationship. It's good to take time, like a lot of time off dating in general. To add to that, lesson number 11 that I've learned is that nobody determines your worth but yourself. Them messaging you or not does not determine your worth, does not determine whether you're worthy of love. That person leaving, that someone rejecting you, someone not wanting to be with you, somebody, like, or their presence or absence does not determine your worth. You are worthy of love since the moment you are born. We're all worthy of love. And especially like other people, no one determines your worth but yourself. Like, I know for sure that whether I have a man in my life or I don't, that does not determine my worth in any way. Point. Period. I am worthy regardless of whether I'm in a relationship, whether I have a man or I don't. You have to be so rooted in yourself that somebody's absence or presence does not disturb your peace. I repeat that again. Be so rooted in yourself that somebody's absence or presence does not disturb your peace. Because it doesn't make you less or more worthy because you are in a relationship or because you're single or whatever. You determine your own worth. What you do with your life, it's when you look in the mirror and you like what you see. Also, not just externally, but in general, when you look in the mirror and you're proud of yourself. You're proud of yourself because of the work you do. You're proud of what you do with your life, and you like what you see, you like what you do with your life. And somebody else's other people likes, those are extra. those are just extra, because the most important one is the one from you. And point number 12, lesson number 12, finally we're here. It's boundaries. Not everyone deserves to have access to you. Not everyone deserves your energy. And boundaries is also being able to, to learn. And I feel like it's something that I'm still working on, but I'm so much better with them. Like, I don't easily give people access to me. You do me wrong once, that's it. You're done. Like, I'm not afraid anymore of cutting ties, whether it's friendship or whether it's romantic relationship. I deserve to feel loved. I deserve to feel appreciated, because not because I deserve. It's because I bring a lot to the table as a friend, as a partner. I've got a lot to offer. I consider myself a high value woman, but not because I am beautiful or not because of my status or income or whatever. I am a high value woman because of what I've got to offer and because of how much I've invested in myself in order to better myself, how much internal work I do to become the woman I am today. That means that I also need to have boundaries so that not everyone can have access to me. Not every person deserves to have an easy reach to me and just suck the energy out of me. I want good people by my side. The friends that I have in my life, they are the best. I love them. And trust me, like this year, I had to say goodbye to quite a few people, and I don't regret it. I've distanced myself from something that I know is not good for me, that is not feeding my soul, my body, my spirit, my heart. I distance myself from those things. I make a boundary. Like someone mistreats you, someone shows you that they don't respect you. Don't wait for people to show you the proof that they disrespect you. Don't wait for people to show you the proof that they don't want you. Don't. Walk away. You don't need for them to say it. You see it. You see it through their actions. Don't wait for them to change. Walk away. Choose yourself. State your boundaries. This behavior is disrespectful, and this is how much of it I'm willing to tolerate. And trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. When it's not for you, you know it deep inside. Like, really trust that voice inside yourself. When someone crosses a line, distance them. Make sure that hey, this is my border. This is my boundaries. You cannot cross here anymore. This is how much of your disrespectful behavior I'm willing to accept. Okay? And now, you've shown me enough. I'm done here. I'm walking away and I'm choosing myself and I'm choosing my peace. Point. I hope I made it all clear. I hope this is helpful. And yeah, let me know, of course, in the comments. Leave the thumbs up. And I'm really happy. I really appreciate all the support that you guys give me. I got so much support. Actually, I've got a lot of positive feedback on my previous video, and I really appreciate it because it's actually the content that I love to make the most. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm really passionate about it and I really love it, and I really would like to build a community where we can talk about those things and feel safe to open up. So yeah, if you've got anything to say, anything to share, please do it. I will appreciate it. I will respond to you for sure. And yeah, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I wish you a wonderful day, night, wherever you are. I hope you're doing well. And yeah, I hope to see you soon. Thank you. Bye.